By the time you were playing, like that was my prime years of I'm playing Madden, I'm watching NFL games on Sunday. So we outside and somebody's over there like, yo, I'm Keith Bullock. So like that was dope up, for me. Rookie year, I walk in the locker room and the first thing you came up to me was like, what's up, home team? Yeah. Like for me as a rookie coming out, like that was dope as hell. Just watching you like walk around, you in the weight room with the Timbs on, the red gloves.
I got down, bro.
You feel me? So like as a rookie though, like that's so impressionable because it's somebody you looked up to, and now it's just like, damn, I'm in the same locker room as K Bull. Like, so just want to say, hey, give you your flowers and thank you because you were an inspiration to us as we were kids of trying to live out our dreams and get to where we got to.
That was super cool. I gotta apologize to you though. For your rookie year, man, you know, I know you thought you was coming to something sweet. We was 13-3 the year before.
I was hyped. I'm like, man, we going to the Super Bowl. I'm on a good team off rip.
Man, we lose on Thursday night and everything went downhill, man.
We was 0-6.
I had a shitty ass attitude, man. Like that was bad.
Hey, I learned a lot. I learned a lot in them first 2 years with Fish, though.
Yeah, right.
Just about the league, like seeing so many different personalities, how stuff works. Like, yeah, it was a crash course.
So you had your rookie year. You had 2 years in one because we started off 0-6, and then we snapped off like 6 out of 8 and almost made the playoffs. I honestly feel if I didn't get hurt against Miami, we would have got in. The Chargers on Christmas night. Pause. We would have went
game.
to the, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, what was that rookie season like? 6th-round draft pick, you ain't guaranteed a spot. That's what people don't understand.
So draft day, like when I got drafted, it was a Bud Light commercial. Like that thing just scrolled across the bottom, like 203rd pick, Jason McCourty. There was no video, no Mel Kiper talking about this guy, blah blah blah.
But you ran a 4.32 now.
At pro day, I ain't even get invited to the combine.
Nice.
So exactly. So when I came out here, like it was just. I didn't drive or nothing. I didn't bring nothing. It was like, I'm going out there to make the team. If I don't, I'm jumping right back on the plane and going back to the crib. Right. So I'll never forget. I remember talking to David Thornton, DT, about this. The way we used to do cuts when I first got in the league was our weight room coach, Steve Warderson. He used to go around.
The black hand.
Bro.
The Grim Reaper.
We would all be in the building that day, and he would go around, cats playing Madden, sitting around playing cards, and he'd tap you on the shoulder. Hey, bring your playbook. Coach Fish needs to see you. So I remember rookie year, me and Kenny Britt hiding out in the players' lounge. Like, shout out to Kenny, because he ain't have no reason to be hiding out. He's a damn first-round draft pick.
He was holding you down.
Exactly. We was together at Rutgers, so we chilling. And I remember once they did all the cuts, we went back in the bubble and we got into stretch lines. And I can remember vividly, my stretch line had 9 guys in it. I was the 8th guy to start training camp. And you go back in there, my line now had 4. And you just look down the long lines, and it's just like there was 90 people at training camp, and now there's 53. And like that was the first like idea or thought of like, damn, this is really a business. And I remember talking to DT about it, and he was like, J-Mac, don't ever forget this feeling. Like, don't take this for granted. So that's how the rookie year started. And then next thing you know, corners start getting hurt. Next thing you know, I'm starting. We on the road to Foxborough.
Yo,
in New England.
Yes. So, stop right there.
Please.
Stop right there. Stop right there. That game, Foxborough, New England. That was like the low point of my career. We go to New England, man, and it's like Halloween because it was around Halloween time because I go out because the cheerleaders and everybody there are dressed up in Halloween. That's what I remember. And I remember I go do my lap, and it was a little cold, but it wasn't crazy. We from the Northeast.
Yeah. It was rain. It was pouring raining.
It was pouring raining. Then we get to the stadium. I'm doing my lap. I'm like, man, this is like sleet. Like, you know what I mean? I remember I cut it early, so I don't need to get all wet and cold. I come back out, now it's snow on the ground.
Snowstorm, bro.
The first series, we get them like on a 3 and out. I'm like, okay, we good. Man, it was all downhill from there, bro. The New England Patriots blew us out 59-0. I remember at halftime it was 42-0. This is a true story. It was 42-0 because I'm walking in and I'm looking up at the scoreboard. I was like, God damn, we got to come back out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, that was crazy to me. But then like just something switched into me. I just wouldn't come off the field, bro. So yeah, what was like you have to start against Randy Moss, Tom Brady, Wes Welker, and that New England team that went to the Super Bowl.
Man, my mom came up for the game because
I had people in the stadium
driving
too.
distance. My girlfriend at the time, they come up to the game, and I ain't know no better. Away tickets, they all at the top of the stadium.
Man.
That game, like the Patriots ran a flea flicker.
Yep.
They were running double moves.
Yep.
So the way you're feeling, the good thing about being a rookie in those moments, like I don't really know what's going on. I'm just happy to be out there.
Right.
So just like, I don't even realize like how bad this really is. And I can remember like C Hope looking at me and just like, hey, J Mac, this ain't how it's supposed to be. You know him. He was all wisdom, not a lot of young.
Yeah.
And I was just like, bro, like we got to do better than this.
Bro.
Like, and then we played. You know what? In the course of the games I started my rookie year, I played Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. It was a cold blue game at Nissan Field, LP Field at the time.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Those were the two quarterbacks I played my rookie year.
You got a lot of experience, man. You learned on the ground. You hit the ground running.
Baptism by fire.
That's crazy. And then you said two names within our conversation that like are very important people and very important people to that team. Chris Hope,
Man.
and David Thornton, especially for our side of the ball. Kevin Mawai, I call him the big three. Kevin Mawai was on the offensive side of the ball, and I say they were really important because I was in a dark spot, man, because I had just gone when I got here, same as you, we 13-3. You know what I'm saying? You think it's going to be like that forever. Then we go, we have some runs, and then I'm in the rut of everybody's gone. I got paid.
Yeah.
So now we're 4-12. 5-11. I'm playing my ass off, but we ain't getting no wins. You know what I'm saying? So
I know it well.
By the time I'm in year 10, and we just went 13-3, and we lost to the we lost to the Ravens in that playoff game.
Remember that.
We played 33 snaps on defense and gave up
I
like
didn't
130.
realize that.
We gave up 131 total yards.
Wild.
Right, and we lost. So, like, I'm coming back, like, with the mentality. And then, like, there are things that happen, within the business of the football. Like, I was on the last year of my contract, all this stuff. So my attitude was definitely fucking, I'm riding for my guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the organization is whatever. Because at the end of the day, now it's about me, and the team. And I always say, man, I shouldn't have did that because that's the only year I kind of played like a little selfish and my ass got hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the football guys. They blessed me. But that year I decided to play selfish. I got hurt.
That's wild. And that's just wild how it all takes place. And to your point, like I ended up playing here in Tennessee for 8 years. So everything you're saying of I had 2-14, 3-13, the 5-11s, all of those type of seasons. Like for me, even amidst the losing, bro, I learned so much here.
Yeah.
Like I would get in the cold tub as a young guy and I would just listen to C Hope and DT tell stories about Pittsburgh, about Indianapolis. Cortland was a 7th round draft pick. So for me, I'm watching him and I'm like, see, that's the goal. Like as a late round guy, like I can get paid here. I can do things here. So just watching his approach, how he was vocal sometimes when he didn't need to be, but like Court wasn't going to let shit just go by without saying anything. He was going to stand on business for whatever he believed. And I got to learn that from him. I got to watch C Hope and listen to him behind the scenes of exactly how stuff is supposed to operate when you're doing it at a high level. So like the same thing with you, like next thing you know, I look up after my 3rd year and all of them boys are gone. All of them are gone. And then by the time I get to year 5, everybody in my entire draft class is gone. But now all of those nuggets you take with you, and now you're leading the younger guys trying to find a way to find some success.
So you went through those dark spots, man. How did that, I guess, mold your mentality as a football player when you turn around and all of a sudden you have to be the leader? Like, I don't know if you're naturally a leader because you come across when I'm sitting home watching you on the Titans and J-Mac out there doing his thing, or I would come back. Like, you were a natural leader, but I wasn't here to see that. Yeah.
And I think it was natural for me, and you're just waiting your turn. And while I was waiting my turn, I was grabbing nuggets from everyone. So, like, even how you talked about yourself that year, you were selfish. But it was also like you weren't afraid whether it was Fisher standing up in the front, whether it was the GM Reinfeldt standing up in the front. If something wasn't right, like you wasn't afraid to say it. Like I can remember being at practices and like guys on the offense not performing, and you'd be standing on the sideline like, motherfuckers want to go out and drink all night. Now you can't show up to practice, and like somebody else may hear it and be like, damn, Bull's wilding. But I'm like, well, he really holding those guys accountable. Like somebody may not like the delivery.
Unorthodox style.
No doubt. Somebody may not like the delivery, but at the same time, within a locker room, you can't expect everybody to be a corporate figure and lead the way maybe a Jason McCourty leads or a Chris Hope leads. You need everybody to be themselves and lead the way that they lead because it holds people accountable. So I would say for me, by the time I got to year 3, like I felt like I was ready for that moment to step up in that leadership role because it wasn't only like my thoughts that I was leading with, but it was the stories that I was able to tell from the guys that were there before me. So it's just like now you're able to pour that into guys and use that as an example where it's just like, yo, my rookie year, like we were 0-6.
Right.
Like I know exactly what it's like when you're down and you're trying to figure it out. We had this vet that did this vet that did that. I had Coach Fisher doing this. So now you just have all of these stories that you can tell to try to uplift guys and bring them to where they need to be. But you also learn that sometimes you got to call somebody out, and you're going to be nose to nose.
Kyle Vanderbosch used to call me Captain Asshole, and that's definitely who I was by the time you got there.
Podcasting for the masses, and I'm coming correct.